approach marketing, you need to approach it with your strategy. And we've been using a particular strategy called the double lead. It's what we've named it. And any business owner, any person who has a product to sell, any person who's building a brand, any person who is really just establishing themselves and or their business, this strategy will prove to be invaluable to you. So the second video is more or less a 50-minute class going into the psychology and exact specificity of this strategy, how we use it and what we do with it to essentially build our fan page following while at the same time generating opt-in leads. So you're building a list and a social media following at exactly the same time. And there's a very specific way to make this work, and that's really what we go into in detail and really just show people so much about this. And then we also have some interviews with just some phenomenal superstars right now in Facebook marketing. Some of the people who have planted their feet and were the pioneers, and they saw it 6 months ago and 12 months ago, and literally like lightning fast, 400 leads a day, 300 leads a day, just crazy results. And Facebook is just getting started, and we're opening up the doors to these people. We're bringing them all together, and we're teaching people what's going down. So all of this is just in the free part of Get Traffic 3.0. So I highly recommend anybody goes and really studies, observes, learns from these videos.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I just want to congratulate you and say thanks, because I've learned a lot just from the first 2-3 videos that you've given away. It's just like you said. People would be absolutely insane not to go at least watch these free videos, because you can't get this type of training in a lot of paid courses. So I'm going to put, depending on where you're watching this or where somebody's watching this, there's probably going to be a link somewhere on this page. I'll tell you what, go into what makes this a little bit different. Talk a little bit about the paid part, because you said you're giving away a ton of free information. What about the course itself? What makes this training and this course that you put together a little bit different and stand out?
Well, first of all, there's on the scene of Facebook, when it comes to Facebook, there's very little really in-depth stuff currently out there, and you're dealing with an entirely new platform. It is entirely new. All the ways that you used to think about marketing on Google have changed. It's not that anymore. You can't just take your Google campaigns and pretty much move them over to Facebook. You have to approach it from a completely different angle, and really you have to understand that you're on a social networking platform, that people aren't exactly typing in a keyword. They don't have a problem to solve that they need solved immediately. Okay, you're sort of capturing their attention as they're doing their daily normal thing. And that's a completely different mindset, where you really need to understand follow-up. You need to understand, you've probably heard before, the money is made in the back end. Well, that's the absolute truth. The money is made in the back end. And I think what's most important is learning list cultivation and really how to monetize throughout your funnel, on Facebook, because it's just, like I said, a different front end. Your traffic is coming in, your leads are coming in somewhat of a different headspace. So that's really the first important thing to address, is that a lot of times the ads you're going to create, again, they're pictures, which are completely different than Google's little, 25 words. Like, now you actually have a picture image representation with your words and with a little title. So there's a whole lot that you can just focus on and really changes the game right there. And second of all, it's a social environment. So, how those pictures pertain to, where people are kind of at in their headspace, makes a big difference. And really what we found, it's not very different with a lot of things in marketing, but I'll give you a big hint right now. If you're getting into Facebook advertising, what you want to do is you want to test about 50 ads for any market you go into immediately. Immediately. You want to test at least about 50 ads. And then what you're going to do is you're looking for the ads that convert the absolute highest. You're going to keep about 5 of them. Okay? You're going to keep about 5. And the key to Facebook advertising is that as soon as you make your ad live in Facebook, Facebook blows it up. They throw that thing out there and they see if it's actually getting clicked on. So they will dump impressions on you immediately. Most people just set that thing, they forget it, they go away. That's not the time to do that. When you just launch your campaign, you really want to monitor your campaign like immediately, like within the first few hours you launch it, and you want to weed out all those underperforming ads, because Facebook's then going to keep your ads circulating throughout that entire network. And what's better is you take those 5 ads and you put them on a rotation basis, and it's really largely how you can dominate and go into and have the best performing ads and really just dominate the different niches that you're targeting on Facebook. And there's so many different niches to target, it's insane. So there's a different algorithm, a different strategy for how you approach this, but where people are at with Facebook right now is where they were at with Google in 2003. Most people have like one ad group, and then they've got like 1,000 keywords in there. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys remember that, but like when I first got started with Google, I had one ad group, and I had like 800 keywords, one ad, one landing page, the most untargeted stuff ever. And really, over the last 5 years, we saw it evolve so much with just this targeting and specificity and strategy. That's essentially what we're teaching in Get Traffic 3.0. Most people are at that sort of one ad, 1,000 keyword, early ignorant days of how we used to use Google. That's where people are at in Facebook. And we've started to really drill in and kind of get to that level of mastery where, in Google it used to be like one keyword per ad group and make sure your landing page matches your keyword and all these other things. Except nobody knows how to do that yet in Facebook with their platforms. So now we're drilling into it and really teaching that level of mastery and specificity that performs and outperforms your competition and gets the really cheap cost per clicks, totally uncompetitive markets that are just wide open. I mean, the whole 9 yards.
That's awesome. So I know personally that, you're one of your bread and butter, as we say here in Arkansas, is, your main thing is you teach people in the network marketing industry. What about the people that aren't involved in network marketing? Is this something that, just anybody looking for traffic on Facebook can step into and say, okay, and really get some core value and learn?
Great question. And truth be told, the specificity of this offer is so far beyond just home-based business entrepreneurs. It really extends to anybody who has a marketing message and a product that they want to sell, period and end of story, and who wants to understand internet marketing so much better. In reality, there's almost nothing really that specific towards network marketing. Network marketing is just a niche. So it's like whatever niche you're in, what we're going to be teaching you is just how to master it. It's how to truthfully apply the most intelligent knowledge we have about Facebook advertising right now to your niche. And some of the stuff we're going to be going through, like our workshops for creating offers that just crush it, and how to do that with your fan page, and how to set up the whole double lead process, and how to target your market laser specific, and how to find fan pages that are humongous of people in relevant niches and advertise to them, and all these other things. You can take that to the bank no matter what niche you're in, no matter what business you're in, and especially if you're in internet marketing. I guarantee the value you will get out of this is so tremendous. And, unlike a lot of the internet marketing coaching programs that come on the market, I have a different philosophy, and we like to make our training and coaching just as in-depth, just as valuable, in fact, if not more robust, but at a far more affordable price. So, I think most people are going to be absolutely shocked when they see what this entire Get Traffic 3.0 coaching program is actually going on the market for. And I also think they're going to be elated and ecstatic, because you literally cannot get an education like this almost anywhere else. And for the price that we're going to be giving it for, it's enough to get somebody seriously excited. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. I know what you mean. I'm tremendously excited about it myself. So, well, brother, it's been a wonderful few minutes that we've spent together. I definitely, like I said, I appreciate you more than you know, my friend. You've given some great tips. I know that like I said, there's going to be a link somewhere on this page if you want to learn more about the Get Traffic 3.0. And if you don't do anything else, watch the free videos, because I mean, there is some tremendous value in there. So again, I definitely appreciate it, man. We'll wrap this thing up, and if there's anything else that you've got, we'll end with that.
Hey, thank you so much, Justin. I truthfully appreciate you, my friend, and having me out here, and I'm so glad we got to share just the tip of the iceberg here and hopefully inspire people to move in the direction of where the future is going, okay? I mean, we're getting 8-cent clicks, 10-cent clicks, click prices that are insane right now in marketing. And if you spot the trends and you're there before other people, as the market shifts, I mean, that's really where the sweet spots are. That's really where you can kind of secure those advertising sources early on that can turn into huge money for your business. And I just can't stress enough how important it is that you really take the time to understand Facebook right now, because they are the next major player and are the major player in the space and in the game right now. And you'd be crazy to not take advantage of where they're at with their PPC platform. So that's all I got to say, my friend. Let's keep doing it, and let's keep making more stuff happen.
Sounds awesome. Appreciate you again, man.